Hey guys, Blessing here, and how are you all doing? We are live now on Facebook and YouTube, and I see that some people are already waiting on YouTube. Good evening to everybody. How are you all? I see all your comments on YouTube already. You guys have been waiting. I scheduled this live for 8 p.m. thereabout, and now it's almost 9:30. You guys have been waiting. Caroline, I see you. Venetia, good morning. Kathy, Blondie, Cheryl, Shunta, Evangeline, Patricia, Okpeyemi, Gwen. Oh my God, you guys have been waiting. Alice, Lisa, Rushon, Tracy, Beth. Hello, hello, hello. Nice to see all of you. I'm sorry I am late. You guys know how evening routines go. Usually, I don't even schedule my lights like that because I'm never accurate with time, and I don't even know how people manage to do that. People be like, "Oh, I'll be live today at 6 p.m." And in my mind, I'm like, "How do you know you can be live at 6? How do you know something is not going to come up? How do you know your kid is not going to work?" But I know that most presenters or bloggers do not have um tiny babies like me, because your life is just unpredictable when you have babies with a mind of their own. You cannot time them, you can program them. So I can never tell what is going to happen in an hour from now. So, but tonight I was like, okay, I have like 15 minutes. Let me quickly schedule my live and just put a time there. I'll see what happens. And when it got to 8 p.m., something came up, and 8:30, another thing came up, 9 p.m., another thing. But thank God I am here, and I'm very happy to be here. It's 3:22 in Tobago. Hello, hello, hello. When is your carnival in Tobago? Aqua Queen, good evening. Welcome to everybody on Facebook. I see you all. I'm so glad to be here. Today we are going to be reading. These days it's difficult to read though. When I was younger, I used to read a lot. I used to read what's the name of this popular romance novel? Is it Donna? Whatever. I can't remember. I used to read Daniel Steele. That one is like thriller. I used to read James Hartley, I think, if I'm not mistaken. That one is like criminal, like how do you say that, detective or stuff like that. I used to read quite a lot. But these days we don't read. I don't read often like that. But tonight, indulge me because I'm going to be reading some pages from the book of life. And we're going to play some things from Nancy and from Mariam. But I want to inform you, if you're watching on Facebook, eventually we are going to switch over to YouTube. Yeah. So YouTube is where the magic is happening. That's where the party is at. Yeah, so just get ready. Just relax, enjoy. Just grab something to drink now because it's going to be slow and steady and sweet and deep. All in one tonight. Yeah. Which one do we start with? I think we should just start with the book, and then after the book, we are going to go over to listening to Nancy. Or should we start with Nancy? I want to read the book. I'm itching to read the book, and then we'll go back. I'm sure many of you have listened to Nancy already. So I'll just read, and then we'll go to Nancy, and then we'll go to Miriam, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, I wrote down some interesting pages. No, it's on this phone. Blessing, blessing, blessing. Oh, no, I have it here. Awesome, awesome. I got it right this time. Because me, I don't even trust myself with stuff like this. Okay, so if you're new here, it's your first time listening to me, watching me, please be aware that when I'm live, I hardly read comments, but I'm enjoying the engagement. I love how you guys, talk with one another, respond to comments, and respond also to the things that I'm saying. You confirm if I'm on the right track, or you tell me, no, blessing, that's not how it happened, or you just give me your comments, because sometimes my eyes go there and I read your comments, I highlight your comments. So it's also very important that you do. And sometimes you remind me, blessing, don't forget that one that if I see it, I will mention it. But I don't take breaks in between to read comments. I don't read comments. It's a bad habit, but I have tried to work on it. It didn't work out. So I have surrendered to that. But at the end of the video, I will try to read some comments. Okay, we are going to start with page 210 from the Book of Life. If you're on, okay, let me just show everybody. This is what I'm talking about. You guys know this book. This is this book. Yeah, yeah. So I'm going to be reading from this. So you're not saying, oh, blessing, she didn't write that. And let me show the people on YouTube. Let's remove this one. Uh, okay. For my YouTube people, this is the book we are going to be reading. Yes. Okay. So we are all clear on that. Let's start. So I hope you guys are good today. Anyway, I hope you've had an amazing day. It's morning. Oh wait, somebody woke up. Oh, thank you so much. Ngia Klo, thank you for that. Do you have volume now? Can you guys hear me? How about now? Okay. Okay, you guys can hear me on Facebook. Ah, okay, Suvi, thank you. Thank God that I looked. Thank God. Otherwise, I would just have been talking without anybody being able to hear me on YouTube. It was muted. Thank God. Ah, thank God. Thank you guys. Thank you for that. Okay, page 210. I'll start from the middle. It says, and I quote, "It was crazy, literally and metaphorically. It was the peak of COVID." Just to flash back a bit to Kurobiri claiming that her ex-husband locked her up. Oh, I should have actually gone live on my main page. Oh God, I'm a bit disorganized. Such videos I want to do on my main page. Let me see if I can still achieve that. I'll try. Okay, don't worry. No, I'm not going to disrupt anything. Once I'm through with this video, I'm going to copy and upload on my main page. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit, but let's try. I'll try anyway. So, it was crazy. Okay, like I was saying, she claims that I'm talking about Kora Obidi, claiming that her ex-husband locked her up in the house for 2 weeks, like she was she was put in bondage. But the same book says it was the peak of COVID. And you remember the video Justin did the other day? You can just see the way he was like, it was COVID. Like, damn, like this girl, are you so dumb or am I just so smart? Even if you're so dumb, how about all the people believing you that someone logged you in, but the government logged you in, according to how Justin said it. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. So, just to debunk a bit that claim, her book actually debunked the claim itself. So, she said here, I'm doing one other thing with my hand. That's why I'm not concentrating fully. Because I still want to get that thingy. I want to get it. 650. Mm, choo, choo, choo. Let's see if that this is okay. All right. Can someone help me check if I'm live on the main page? It's not showing me that I'm live. Yeah, it's not showing. Oh wait, I think. Wait. But you guys, if you're faster than me, help me check if I'm also live on the main page. Blessing Angel. Mm, 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 because there are some videos that are really important to be on a platform with a big audience. Can you guys check if you're faster than me if I'm live on Blessing Angel, the main channel on YouTube? Hello, Michelle. It's saying upcoming. Okay, I'm not like that. Mm, okay. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, something crazy and strange is happening, so I'm just gonna leave it. It didn't work out. Mm, okay, no problem. I'm going to upload the entire thing. I'm sorry for all the delay. Okay, let's properly get started now. Um, okay, it was crazy, literally and metaphorically. It was the peak of COVID. Sadly, America was going crazy. The emergency room was packed. From the emergency room, I was carted to the loony bin. I was taken on a 5150 hole. It's a place they store the societal delinquents to determine if they will be reinstated with the normal people or locked up in the world for a longer time. I am screwed. Nigerian singing, anyway, she wrote signing dancing princess in a 5150 hole. On the first day there, one of the inmates sliced a huge portion of my hair and stuck it to his hair, twisting ferociously as he stared deep into my eyes. The only message I want to pass here. Oh, wait, why is this thing still? No, I'm going to end this. The only message I want to pass here is that it was the peak of COVID. That's, I believe, the most important message here. Now, let us go to page 218. Yeah. So, was it Justin that locked her in for 2 weeks that she couldn't go anywhere? She was stuck in the house. Or was it the government that locked everybody in? Who remembers lockdown, 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 everywhere, lockdown? At a point in time, the only place that was opened, or the only places open, were supermarkets and apotheke, pharmacies. Those were the only places that were open. Boutiques were shut down. Yeah, lockdown. Okay, now let's go to page 218. I was discharged and told to go home. On arriving home, I was told by Mr. J, referring to her ex, I was told by Mr. J that child services was packed or were packed outside and they could take June if I left the house. So I stayed home for 2 weeks with the blind shot. So the DSCF, she wrote DSCF, didn't take my kid. I was constantly threatened with them taking June from me. This was before the divorce. So they already had their own case already. They already had something going on with the DCFS back in, from this post, it looked like 2020, thereabout, if not 2021, I believe 2020. Because she didn't write, that's the problem, another problem with this book. She didn't write years. She didn't write like, okay, in 2028 or 2020, or no, she didn't. She just kept it vague that you have to look for, okay, when, around what time? Okay, June was around a year old. Okay, so it should have been like 2019, you know? So this book is just not concise. It's not complete. It's not comprehensive. It's just a wishy-washy, confusing bunch of words, yeah, put together. So that is that. Just to put things into perspective, it was locked down. It was the peak of COVID. So the pity party of, oh, he locked me in for 2 weeks, you'd have to show me that he was an official for the federal government locking people indoors. Like I told you guys before, I, Blessinunja, was also logged in. But it wasn't my husband that logged me in. No, it wasn't. What a bunch of idiots. Now, let us go to page 226. Are we sharing the video, by the way? Can you guys do me a favor and share the video, please? Thank you. 226 says, when we got home, I took photos of my injuries and sent them to my sister. Okay, so before here, she claimed in the book that he pushed her into the bushes and, you know, she got injured. Let me see if I can. Okay, here. Page 224 says, I was trying to calm him down, but he decked me so hard in the full glare of everyone. I was in the bushes with scratches all over my body. And then page 226 says, when we got home, I took photos of my injuries and sent them to my sister. Nancy Ekene Obidi, now known as Nancy Umeh. Isn't it time for you to start showing these pictures you guys have lied about for more than a year now? Hurrians, join me in asking Nancy for evidence. Nancy, blah, 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 blah. You've been talking. Talk, 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 talk. Talk, talk, talk every day. When are you finally going to start to show proof that you're not lying? You and your sister put together, devilish sister, ugly ones, so not even good looking girls. Evil. The evil is written all over them. Where are these pictures of those scratches? Or you're still looking for a very good makeup artist that can do special effects and they can do some, you know, abracadabra and then take fake pictures and say, okay, these are the pictures. Finally, we are showing them. Why didn't Hora Obidi present such pictures in court when she tried to get a restraining order against her ex? This would have been excellent evidence against him to keep him away from her. But she lost. She lost. She lost. She applied for a restraining order against Justin. She's the first one. She is Mrs. Sue, Licky Sue. Yeah, she's the first one that stepped to court, that applied. She's the one that applied, that filed for divorce. She's the one that also filed for a restraining order against the ex. And when they got to court, oh yeah, madam, come and prove why we need to permanently remove this man from your life and for him not to be able to come close to you. Madam Hora Obidi could not present any evidence of abuse in court, and Justin won the case. And that's why he could see his children again. Because for 1 month that they were waiting to go to court, he couldn't see his children. He could not, because they were waiting for the hearing. I hope we are all following the truth. Not just talk without evidence. So, Nancy, if you people could not provide this evidence in the court of law, I doubt I doubt this evidence exists. I doubt it. I think you don't have nothing. Nancy, surprisingly, you've not mentioned anything about picture. The only thing you told us before the book came out was, you guys will see everything in the book. You will see everything in the book. We didn't see anything, no. We only read words of your sister. We didn't see nothing. Nancy, we are waiting for the pictures. Convince us. Convince us. Then we might start to eventually or finally start to believe you. Now, finally, let us go to page 243. We are going to listen to Nancy in a jiffy, but I just wanted us to balance our brain out, because a lot of madness, so many lies are out there. These girls are desperate to put out a narrative and keep that narrative alive. Nancy and Cora, they are evil, especially that Nancy. That's why she's getting uglier and uglier every day. She doesn't have rest. She doesn't have peace of mind in her life. Always on social media explaining. You go explain, tire. Nancy Umeh, page 243. Cora Obidi says here, my father counseled us, put us in prayer and fasting, and even went on his knees to Mr. J. Mr. J is Justin, to please not destroy his family name by dissolving the marriage. The one that I pulled out here is, my father went on his knees to Mr. J to please don't leave my daughter. Nancy Ekene Obidi, the greatest liar of our time. Was your father begging the man that poisoned his daughter? Because this happened after that incident of her going to a psychiatric home. She got back, she was discharged, she was locked in for 2 weeks, and then she asked him she wanted to travel to Nigeria to see her family. He bought her ticket according to the book, and she went home to Nigeria. And Justin joined her later in Nigeria. Justin came to Nigeria. According to the book, he joined her. And the man, the Baba, that Anthony that you people see there. So how come just a couple of weeks before Justin went to Nigeria, Justin allegedly poisoned their daughter? Useless family. And the whole family were begging that same man, please buy her. Just take her along and go and buy her. Because a man that can poison your daughter Nancy, why are you useless? I just want to know why you are useless in your life. Why you just came to this world just to be useless. Antonio Bidi just decided to beg the man that allegedly poisoned his daughter. That means you want your daughter dead. That's what it tells me. If it is true, if at all he poisoned her, why were you still kneeling down begging that same man? Now, over a year later, talking about 2022, when the story of divorce came out, before Kura Obidi filed for divorce, it was Justin that announced publicly that he was done with the marriage. And Nancy had a conversation with him, and Nancy begged him, Justin, please don't don't go to the lawyer yet. Don't go to the lawyer yet. Please, Justin. Nancy, the same man you claim poisoned your sister. Why were you begging him not to leave your sister? Why didn't you even push him out of your family? Like, leave my sister alone before you will buy her. You were begging him to stay. Nancy, explain it to us. Explain what was going on in your head. Explain. Explain. And one screenshot that I should have actually added here is the one where Justin told Nancy in that WhatsApp conversation that, well, Kura Obidi divorced me. And Nancy replied and said, that was a stupid thing that she did and it backfired. So, according to Nancy, it was a stupid thing for Kura Obidi to have divorced Justin. Koreans, you will be foolish for the rest of your lives because the truth is right in front of you. But these girls, they are strong with words, but they are weak when it comes to telling the truth. And that weakness also exposes their lies. It's there in the WhatsApp conversation. Let me see if I can grab it here. According to Nancy, Cora divorcing Justin was a stupid move that backfired. That's what Nancy said. So how come now you are saying, yeah, after all the abuse, you abused her? Why were you not vibrating then and saying, this man, you are not good enough for my sister? Why were you still begging that man to stay? He suddenly became a monster after the divorce. Wow. He wasn't a monster when he was in her life, was he? I don't think so. Otherwise, you wouldn't be begging him. Otherwise, your father wouldn't be pleading, crying for him to stay. He wasn't a monster. No, he was not. He was not an abuser when they were together. No, he was not. But the moment he insisted that he was not going back to that family, all of a sudden, oh, he abused her. Oh, he poisoned her. All this, you are now crying wolf. You're a fool, Nancy, and you continue to fool yourself. You continue to fool the boy that you have in the house that you call a husband. You continue to fool your name. You continue to disgrace Anthony, and you continue to soil the name Obidi and Umeh in the mud. The internet never forgets. What you're planting now, your children will grow up to look back and say, ah, but mom, why were you like this? They'll be like, they'll be embarrassed that you are their mother. These things you're doing now, you think, oh, I'm just young, I'm 34, I'm just making my money. You know, consign me. Oh, I don't care what people say. I don't care what bloggers say. My money is what I'm making, is entering my account. Ah, this is 2024. Don't look at anybody's face. So if you want to think about what people are saying, you are not going to make money. I know that is what is playing in your head. You think you're young. Wait, 30 years from now, your children will be looking at you like, are you really my mother? Were you really like that because of money? That money will taste like poison in your mouth. 30 years from today, mark my word. And your life will be full of regret because the money is not going to be worth it. You've destroyed that small girl, that coral beauty. You've destroyed her well enough. And that's why I titled this video, Why Exactly Are You Doing This? Nancy, look deep down inside of you. Why exactly are you doing all these videos? Remember, you blogged this couple for 2 years. You know why you blogged them? Because you weren't gaining anything from their saga, from their couple fight, from the problems they were having. You weren't gaining anything. So they were of no use to you. You blocked them. But 2 years later, you're inside of it fully because you're making money from it. Why exactly are you doing this? How is it helping Coral Bidi's life? Your videos that you're doing, all the things you're saying every day, are you not tired? Are you not tired? Don't you feel foolish that the world knows that your sister confessed with her mouth that she committed adultery, that she's an Olusho, a married woman sleeping around? She confirmed it on video and in her book. And you still have the mind to come out and be doing videos. Are you not ashamed of yourself? You are the sister of an adulterer. And adultery runs in families. When you see one sister that sleeps around, you already know that this family don't marry from there. Oh. They are cheerful givers. They share it all over. That's what we know. Yes. They'll be like, that family, oh, that man, you see all those his daughters, and they marry. That's when they will be ficky all over the place. And you pay their bride price. That shame alone is enough for you to tell your sister, my sister, focus on your brand, on your music, and just be doing your thing. Leave all these people. Let everything die down. But the more you talk about it, the more we are reminded that your sister is a real life Olusho. And you don't even have shame. You are the sister of an adulterer. That's who you are, Nancy Umeh. And you are a scammer and the sister of a scammer. You are coming to show your face. I would be dead embarrassed if I were you, but you don't have shame. You're shameless. That's why you can still come and talk nonsense. What do you want to say? What do you want to say? When we know that your sister is an Olusho that sleeps around, even when married, what else do you want to tell me? You can't save face with all the nonsense you're doing in videos. It doesn't undo the adultery. It doesn't change the fact that your sister cheated on her husband. It doesn't change it. It doesn't repair it. It doesn't remove it from our memory. It doesn't. So why are you fooling yourself? Hmm? Yeah, he poisoned her. He did this. He did that. But you were still begging him. Slave. Inferiority complex. You were still begging him. Liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Liar. Nancy, the grand liar of 2024 and 2023 and 2022. Okay. I think it's time for us to get off Facebook because all the files that, let me see, yeah, I'm on the good phone. All the files that I need to play. Oh, wait, before we get off Facebook, let me play. We've not finished. Before we start to listen to Mariam and Nancy, let's entertain our Facebook people a bit before we go. Just one video and then we'll go. One or two. Let me see what we have here. Okay, this one. Do you think this one? Wait, let me listen to it. Don't get distracted. This one is a nice one.
Hello, my sister. There's something about him going to court to say she slept in the car and pooped in the car. You know, it's the kind of thing our enemies may, take up and start, like long mouth. Yeah, I came across that in the declaration he made. That's why I sent it to you.
This is a conversation. Those of you on YouTube, you can see the conversation. If you're on Facebook, you cannot see it. So I'm still saying, come over to YouTube. This is a conversation that Ele Crayfish, who is supposed to be Kora Obidi's adoptive mom, that woman that is already bending like crayfish, that one in LA. She was having this conversation with a Korean, one of Kora's bloggers at the time. And at the end of the video, underneath, she said, "My sister." So I believe it was before she sent that voice note. The voice note you just listened to is from Ellie Crayfish, Kora Obidi's adoptive mom. Before she sent that voice note, she first sent this message that you see here in front of us to the Korean. She said, "My sister, please pull down the court document. It doesn't look good on Kora. And children's court is private. I hope you understand. We want to give ammunition to our enemies." I think she wanted to say we don't want to. Anyways, she said we want to give ammunition to our enemies. I hope you understand. Yeah, that's the message she sent. And then she dropped this voice note. Let's listen again.
Hello, my sister. There's something about him going to court to say she slept in the car and pooped in the car. It's the kind of thing our enemies may, take up and start, like long mouth. Yeah, I came across that in the declaration he made. That's why I sent it to you.
Okay. All right. Should I play this other one? Okay, let me play it before we. No, I won't. I will not play it for Facebook sake. I won't play it. So I'm going to say goodbye to Facebook. I want to thank all of you on Facebook for watching, and I hope you guys help share the video further so that other people can also watch. Let me just see some comments before I close Facebook. Someone says she's definitely not going to be able to touch that GoFundMe money because she's under the FBI radar. She's committing a lot of crimes in different countries too. In her bird brain, she thinks that she has won this fight, but she just don't know she has a whole rude awakening. Okay. Okay, they said she was denied because of no proof of abuse. Okay, all right. Thank you all, Facebook. Go ahead and follow the page if you haven't already. Okay, someone says, and then when Cora filed, they told her to file for divorce with abuse because it is one of the only reasons immigration will consider and give her citizenship without having to start over. Someone says, I believe Cora contributed to Nancy's education in UK. Cora didn't have money when Nancy was going to school in the UK. I think Nancy went there around, if I'm not mistaken. I'll check the LinkedIn screenshots again. I believe it was 2012 to 2014. but I need to cross-check again because it's been a long time ago since I analyzed that, more than a year ago. But if my memory is serving me right now, I think between 2012 and 2014, approximately 2 years she studied, and I don't think Korobidi had money then. This girl was shipped to China in 2017. It was Cheta's husband that, how did he say it? Pushed her? Is it pushed? Pushed her to China. You guys are going to listen to Mariam. As a Nigerian, how many Nigerian families do you see that they send off their daughter, their young daughter, to China? To China. To China. To go and do what? So, no, I don't think Kora Obidi partook in the financial support for Nancy Umeh. She didn't have money like that. She was an escort as of 2015. Men were giving her tips. It's in her book. For a job well done, men would take her abroad. They would pay her. She was a private dancer. You know what that means. So she didn't have money of her own. No, she did not. Okay. Okay, I'm also back on YouTube. Okay, all right, thank you all so much. Facebook, it was, someone says, of course, it was a stupid move. Justin was the best thing that ever happened to cult leader and her family. Wow. Wow. Okay, thank you, Facebook. Love you. Come over to YouTube. We are going to continue over there. Bye. Okay. Mm, okay. Let me see if I can play one more. Let me just play this one. It's not like it's part of the analysis, but just to see the nature of human we are talking about. Someone actually made the comment, and I remember this video, that you guys are doing so much for this greedy scammer called Kurobidi, but she wouldn't even give a percentage of her earnings in London to provide food for her fans. How do you give back to your fans? Oh, greedy. Cobra, oh, greedy. You take, 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 take. And when it got to the point of, okay, I'm going to meet my fans and greet my fans and show love and receive love, they are all going to buy their tickets to even come and see. Ah, God. They will buy tickets to come and show me love, to see me. I'm not performing, I'm not doing a concert, but they will buy their tickets and come. How do I say thank you, guys? How do I say I love you? How do I give back? Speaking of free, my London show is coming up. I saw an email from Tina concerning somebody who wants to take $25 from my ticket to give Koreans some food and drink. Una, they whine me. If you want to do your business venture, please. If you want to give me location without. My ticket is $50, $100 for VIP. If you want to use scope to take $25 out of my ticket, Shina meant you can do your own thing. No, that one threw me off a little bit. I was like, what? Okay, Tina. Yeah, no, no. Okay, so that's the human being. A lot of these idiots are caring about. She doesn't care about anybody else, not even her fans, not even her lovers. Those people who give her money, which is, their problem. It's okay, it's not my business. But when you look at a human like this, you're like, for real, no compassion, nothing, just straight up greedy, self-centered, selfish, wicked. She's not willing to give her fans nothing. Vindictive, destructive. She and her sister. Okay, this one here. Let me ask Nancy. Wait, let me remove this before I. Nancy, was your nose pregnant? Was the thing just in this picture? The nose just got like an extra gallop. It was massive, baby. It was really massive here. What happened? Because this is not really how her nose looks now, unless she had a nose job. What's happening? Oh, wait. Oh, oh God. Like wife, like houseboy. What the heck? I saw this one from Ada Bello. What is going on? Who are these people? What happened to your nose, man? This is not how the nose looks now. So I'm not sure what went wrong here. And this is supposed to be your houseboy. Lie. Okay. Anyways, it's time to play Miriam. The screenshot I was reading out yesterday when when I did that live video, I didn't realize that Miriam had already done a video before she wrote that caption. So now I just want to play some bits and pieces of her video, and then we'll move on and listen to Nancy. Going CPS. And you know the person who keeps saying custody, knowing that you are lying? There was no custody going on between Justin and Cora since January 2023. You knew they were going to CPS because CPS wants to remove their children from both of them. But you keep telling your followers that it is about custody. Oh, that woman wants to take the children away from Cora. You knew you were lying. But because you were making money out of that keywords, you didn't change it until I started speaking out. Why can't you tell the people the truth? That there was no custody battle between your sister and JD. Why can't you tell that? No. That will not bring in the money, is it? And you know that there was no evidence in all KO social work reports, at least and again and again. And guess what? Let me tell you something. If you know that it is true you went through university in this UK,
At least the sensible thing you can do is to call the Metropolitan Police if you truly believe somebody plotted to capture your father. Show your father you truly love him by contacting the UK police. You can do it online.
So, yeah, one of the things Nancy said is Mariam said she was going to buy her dad. Nancy, what have you done about it? Aren't you going to do anything about that? You just want to come online and talk about it and blab about it. What is your sister doing about it? When you have an opportunity to go after a supposed enemy, what do? You don't take action. There is nothing more serious than a death threat. If you want to really go after somebody and that person gives you something as strong as that, you almost for 99% win that case. So you and Kora Obidi, what are you doing about it? Your father is not that important to you. He was only good for killing mosquitoes. No, let's really ask. Nancy, you talk so much on social media, make so much noise, you do so much saga. But when it comes to things that really matter, things that can make your family stand out and win and show that your family is one closely knit family, protective of their, siblings and parents, is this not a good opportunity to show us that you're tough and you're protective of your father? That, whoa, you threatened to buy my dad? You answer for it. What have you done about it? What are you going to do about it? Kora Obidi did not create a GoFundMe for her father that, oh, we have to go after this person. But she created a GoFundMe so that she can put her children on social media. That tells us that your father is just a nobody to you girls. You don't care anything about him. You can use him to make money. Yeah, you can use him to brag and do saga because it's going to bring money into your pocket. But you're not willing to go through any trouble for him. You're not. What have you done about it? I'm just asking. I'm wondering now that I'm seeing Mariam's video. I'm wondering, let's be honest now. Koreans, why didn't you guys do nothing about that? But you want to do something about the children coming online on social media where their mother will be wearing bikini and shaking her nyash and also flashing the nyash of her children. You people can do something about that one. Wow. Koreans, they've already pounded your brains in a mortar. Your brains have been spiritually crushed. Yes, in a mortar. If you don't know, I hope you do now. So Nancy, bottom line of this video you just listened to is that you're useless and your father is useless to you. That's what this tells me. Go ask the person who did what she did, that your friend in Belfast, what blessing used her eyes to see. Because she said nonsense about my children and my husband. I don't have to come online and be saying, I'm fighting for my husband, I'm fighting for my children, and I'm doing videos and videos and videos, and I'm not doing nothing legally. That's the nonsense you're doing now. Show me, show us, show Horians that you're truly protective of your family. Only talk, 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 talk. Drag Justin, drag Justin, drag Justin. Useless entity, non-entity actually. Okay.
Truly, you believe that.
Let's continue.
And you don't want to wake up something that you cannot even deal with. You see, this is how you people, you younger people, you put yourself in trouble. Eh? If somebody said they want to capture your father, can't you call the police? Because you knew it was a lie, made up by that useless.
Anyways, I cannot confirm. Let me put this one out there. I cannot confirm or how do you say that? Is it debunk? Not really debunk. Or dispute. Yeah, I cannot confirm or dispute this part of that story. I'm just here to ask Horror and Nancy, what they have done about it, instead of just talking emptily. Illiterates have the way. Okay. Someone says, I like these emojis. They are so colorful. What are they about? What are the emojis about? Can you guys tell me? How do you guys get them? Help, 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 help. I see Patricia with such an emoji. And this one, and Gwen. Patricia. You guys tell me, how did you guys come about this and this? Okay, let us continue. They are spirits. And as I said, please find time to apologize to your mother. She doesn't deserve the way you described her. When somebody has gone to our maker, they deserve respect. They don't deserve their children, living children, to be sharing all the negatives about them to the world. Nobody knew your mother was sick. It was through you, Nancy. You, Nancy, you did that. In the early days, that is what you did. And you know what? Police. Okay? May God have mercy on you. May God forgive you. Watch your mouth. Poor, Nancy. Poor for your head. Mancy Umeh. Now let us listen to Nancy's clap back. Nancy was like, no, I will not take that. Nancy gave her own woto woto. Let us listen to what Nancy said. It's quite a long one, but let's see.
One person, they will back and confess for the whole year. That's how I am. But I want to say something that is important before I lose my train of thoughts. So, these people, they knew that they could get her via CPS on,
okay, let me
you may have a history of bipolar. And she was just like, oh, am I really crazy? Who is this? I think your friend is he.
Okay,
this is that they were trying to use.
This is Nancy talking about THC and whatnot. And THC. Okay, I'm gonna pull up what I found on THC.
To say that you have a history of what? Like, THC poisoning is marijuana. He spiked up her drink, and she called me that night for like 7 hours. Oh, thank you, Ernestine. I've blocked her. She called me that night for like 7 hours. She was just talking. I knew something was wrong. So, because that's how they start messing with you. Saying that's why I refused to get off the phone that day. I just need to be like in the know of what's going on with you. Once before he came online to announce the divorce. One of those WhatsApps. THC poisoning, which is marijuana poisoning. She took the marijuana. I don't know whether it was in a drink or she smoked. God. Oh my God, you guys. Things are happening. Okay? That disorder. That I had severe anxiety disorder. 7 hours I was on the phone. Oh my God, you guys, you don't know what this girl has been through. And this is just me telling you that if you are a sibling, don't take any small report you get for granted. Okay?
So according to Cora's book, she mentioned edible marijuana. Okay, he gave it to me to help me sleep, to calm me down. That's what the book says. But the book says that Cora Obidi was already losing her mind before Justin Dean got there. But Nancy Umeh is twisting it that, oh, she was fine, nothing happened to her. All of a sudden, he gave her something and then she lost her mind. So both girls are lying. One of them at least is lying. Yeah. And now she's saying, yeah, and then the result came and according to the book, it was is it THC now? Overdose. Yeah. Overdose. Cora did not say poisoning. Let me see if I can find it somewhere. But anyways, according to them now, they have results from that evaluation or from the psychiatric clinic saying it was THC, whether poison, whether overdose or whatever it is. Post that result. Not only that, when you post it, make sure that his name, your ex's name, is on it. That they will say THC poisoning administered by Justin. If you don't have that, then what you're doing is so terrible. Because according to Cora Obidi, Justin Dean would leave home in the morning at 6 a.m. to work, and he would come back home at 12 midnight. Do the math. So within those 6 hours that he would be home, was it during that period, during the 6 hours, that he gave her whatever you claim he gave her? How are you sure that while he was away for 12 hours, Cora Obidi herself did not ingest what did not rhyme with her body? You might have results that say THC poisoning, THC overdose, but how are you sure that it was the man, or it was what the man allegedly gave you, that caused it? Make sure his name is on the. Hold on, baby's awake. Make sure his name is on the results that you have. But before the video ends, I'm going to show you what that thing is that she's mentioning. Some of those THC products, you can also get them off the counter that she's talking in marijuana. Some of those things, it depends on the potency of it. You can get without prescription. It helps people to, it's just like medicine. It could be medicinal depending on how you use it. So we don't know how she came about it. The man hasn't really said anything about that, situation, if anything like that happened. But was he intending to just poison his wife? That, okay, today I'm just going to poison my wife. Like, Nancy, really? I hope the man responds to it and just clarifies, because the story is not adding up. It's not adding up. And why is Nancy even talking, saying these things? Like, what Nancy does is, okay, which part of the story can I bring forward today? These girls are just looking for sympathy. Pity us, pity us, pity us. So he did this, he did that, he did that. How does it better your life? What happened 2 years ago? How does it move you forward? Okay, it betters your bank account. Your money grows on Facebook. For how long will you do this, Nancy? Do you have a deadline? Or this is your business model in the next 5 years, 7 years, 10 years? For how long will you do this? Are you not useless like this? That Cheta house boy you have in the house, he doesn't talk to you. No, I don't think so. You just don't have better things to do with your life. Okay, which story about Nancy and Justin will I come and say today? Oh, okay, let me talk about when she went crazy. Please come and talk about how she pooped in the car. That one is very interesting. Nancy, please come and tell us that it was Justin that made her poop in the car. Please come and tell us he gave her something to drink and she started to poop in the car. Please also tell us that it was Justin that made her become an Olosho, that made her go to Dubai before they met. That they were paying her to be licking their nyash. Come and tell us it was because of Justin she became a private dancer. Come and tell us it was Justin that told her to go and sleep around as a married woman. Come and tell us that her erratic behavior online now it's Justin that caused it. Come and tell us that she went to Atlanta asking for Gbola, saying, "Oh, I'm honey. You guys, you people should prepare a man for me and take one man that will be laying in that bed." That's the worst level of a shallow lifestyle. Kora Obidi is a girl. Look at the things coming out of her mouth. If a man would say those things, you will even look at that man like, oh my God, this man is so disgusting. Oh my God, saying that they should prepare a woman for him in his bed. You'd be disgusted. How much more a woman? That just tells you that that woman is a very wayward, loose girl. Just prepare a man for her to sleep with her. It's also Justin that caused it. Justin is not the cause of your problems. You people already had issues in your life before Justin came into your life. Justin was your savior. So you coming out to do videos to blame him for this, he did this is all he did to her. Kora Obidi told us that she almost committed suicide at least 2 times before she met Justin. What were those things that happened in her life? Oh, okay, the first one was her father. Yes, Kora Obidi said, oh my God, we have to bring back old videos. Kora Obidi said she was miserable because her father forced her to go and work in the bank. And she worked there for a couple of months and she almost killed herself. She attempted suicide because of her father. She hadn't met Justin Dean then. Nancy, how many times have you done videos talking about, oh, look at my father? Okay, fine. We know you already told us he's a useless father. But she almost killed herself because of Anthony Obidi. And there was another time she tried to buy herself before you people shipped her over to China. What was that thing that happened that made her almost buy herself? Was it also Justin? No, she hadn't met Justin then. So why are you trying to shift blames on, okay, let's just use that man, that Onibo, as a scapegoat and just blame him for everything? Then you have to blame him for all the things that happened in your family before he came into your family. And also, you want to blame him for the things happening that she is doing now, the character that she's showing now when he's not even in her life. Nancy, enter house. You're useless. Okay, let's continue to listen.
Don't take it for granted. Make sure you fight. Make sure you actually fight for yourself. After they started using CPS to fight her, it backfired because eventually,
just the same way divorcing Justin backfired. Useless Nancy.
The child is picking up a syringe from the parents' house. So it backfired really quickly.
You can just see the evil.
Like, wait a minute. You out of that mess. Because I swear to God, my sister was thinking something was wrong with her. Like, she was like, hey.
But something is wrong with your sister. You're so delusional. Don't you see that your sister is raving mad? Don't you just see it? That something is actually wrong with her, that she's not okay? Like,
I was like, it doesn't matter, you poison. She was like, I just drank.
Oh, she said she drank. Oh,
you
okay.
had THC poison. She was like, I just drank. He just gave me something to drink. Something to, like, what? I just drank it.
Like something to eat, like something to drink.
Exactly. It was his friend who diagnosed her. So she was really,
oh my
who
goodness.
diagnosed you? How dare they? Hi, Mary. Thank you, Mary. Report from the hospital says THC poisoning.
Okay, let me grab the part of the book that says THC overdose.
Like, they had to detox you in that hospital because he had poisoned you so much you didn't even know where you went into the streets when he had already poisoned you. Like, you can see that
Nancy. You are not even ashamed of yourself that you were still begging that same man to stay married to your sister. Are you not a useless Delta girl like this? Are you not an Okpo yourself to be begging an alleged poisoner to continue to be with your sister? So you don't have a case. You don't have a case. That means you want your sister gone. You want her fight. You want her DEAD. That's what this is all about.
Plan was straightforward from the
So
beginning.
you don't have a case, you're just talking nonsense.
If
Damage
you have
control.
a sibling, yeah.
Okay.
Because my injection used to pain. Maybe I've said the one that I will give her because I told her.
It's the injection you've been collecting that is keeping you online, complaining, explaining, nagging, bragging, answering questions that you were not asked, but avoiding questions that you are actually asked. It's injection that is making you restless. That your child was asking for an inhaler. You felt like, no, this social media, this Facebook that I'm talking on is more important than your health or your asthma. A useless wife, a useless mother, just like Cora Obidi. It runs in the family. Your parents were useless to you. They were. Now you are useless to your children. Just the same way Cora Obidi is useless to her children. It runs in the family.
That she doesn't apologize to my sister for what she did. She should lie from now to tomorrow.
Now let's listen to her.
I've sworn for her that
let's listen to her response to Mariam.
Mother spirit will buy her wherever she is when she continues this lie that she's lying. Like this lie that wait, imagine you guys, all of you, almost 2,000 of you are here. 1,800 of you are here. Listen to this. Listen to this. Thank you, Miriam. Thank you, Benza. God bless you. Listen, I want to give an analogy. Okay. Tea with bro code. God forbid. Listen, will I have an entire? Will I have an? Oh, she made several posts on the one that exposed Kora's secret and spoke about your mother. You know that's madness. She says you must ask Mama Pauline to forgive you, Nancy Umeh. She spoke my mother's name. No, she didn't. Tell her that she is mad. Let me listen to. Tell her that I told her that my mother in the grave said that she is mad, that she's going to die mad. Listen, if I wanted to share custody with my husband, will I go ahead and collect an entire dictionary of evidence against my husband? Will I? Like what kind of mental disorder is this? And we now like that. Nancy said, I have never in my life said that my sister has a mental illness. I said that I have an auntie who has anxiety disorder. There is history of anxiety disorder in my family, and I have said
a family of mad people, family of mental disorder. It's I can see it. It's very obvious. We can see it. Not a family of billionaires, not a family of surgeons, educated people. No, a history of mental disorder. Chai, you guys go get help, man.
Say that again. I would talk about my childhood. I would talk about anything that happens to my childhood, anytime, because I'm original on my page. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Chibudomo, Scholastica, Ekechuku. God bless you.
Okay, someone is calling. Let us take a call. Hello, good evening. Hi, I'm fine. How are you too?
I'm good.
Nice.
So I want to ask Nancy something. Is her problem that what is the nature of our problem? I want us to define it.
Mental disorder.
Right? No. Is the problem that maybe collected all those evidences, right? Or just collected all those evidences against Cora? Or is it that those evidences are not real? Because I think her problem is, yes, those evidences, all the things they're saying against Cora, there are facts, there are evidences backing it up, right? So it's our anger that those evidences were collected, or what? Because what I see here is that, yes, actually, Cora has done so many things, especially abusing the children, and there are evidences backing them up. Or Cora has actually sent people to go and destroy justice businesses, and there are evidences to back it up, right? Is there a problem is it that her problem is that they were collected? Because that is what I'm getting from here. Her problem is that they were collected. Maybe Miriam helped Justin to collate them, and now she's now very angry at Miriam. But let me tell you what I think. I think that Nancy is a very, like, remember when she came to Facebook, she said she actually came to make money.
Yes.
That this is making money. She announced it to us. She told us. And that was why when she made the Cora to confess that she cheated, her live video was on. Cora's live video was on. People were watching her, people were watching Cora. Because Justin has given her an idea of what they make on a monthly basis. So she came to actually get her own share. You know what they call market share? So she came for her own market share. And knowing that Cora farm has a mixture of both Nigerians and Americans, and Americans' viewership ends very well, right? And that's those that have the credit card to actually send stars, because Nigerians are very good at bickering online. You know how this bed bicker. They're very good at shouting, bickering online, right? But they don't have credit cards. That's number one. Nigerians don't have credit cards. Sorry. Let me take that sentence back. The kind of Nigerians we see online for Justin and Cora's case, right? Are those that don't have credit cards. Credit card is not one part of Nigeria, like what we see here in abroad, right? So don't follow us. They don't have credit card. That's number one. Even their own debit card cannot even work on international merchants, right? Because of their CBN regulation. So Nancy came initially to actually make money from Facebook. Now, I think that anybody who will take Cora in as a big threat. Let me explain, please don't interrupt me. This was exactly what happened during that Oluchi's time. Oluchi was gaining ground as like their army, like the bully army. She was really gaining ground. Everybody was very her. Everybody was more even more important than Nancy. Right? Yes, she was more important than Nancy in the scheme of things. The Koreans loved her. In fact, Korea cannot do without her. And Nancy saw that she was being relegated. Right? And she needed to take control. And what did she do? She had to cripple that structure, that Oluchi structure, and fight Oluchi against Cora, and even against Korea. She did that. I remember when all these things unfolded. So right now, Miriam is kind of getting ground because Miriam is, when Miriam is talking, she'll be telling you facts, she'll be telling you what they have done, and people, this is what people love to hear. It's not just calling blah, 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 blah on social media, right? And be shouting with Cora's voice. So she saw that Miriam was kind of gaining ground. And Koreans are already attaching some level of importance to what's it called? To Miriam. So she has to look for a way to dismantle her. Knowing fully well that Cora, her sister, somebody who does not even care, who does not even like, so Cora's sister is, she's just on the moving train. Anyone that is moving, she doesn't really care. And that is why she can always throw her family under the bus, make money. And then this person will not come and do damage control. So whenever she sees a structure that is getting some level of relevance within the Korea people, right? Within Korea fan base, she wants to dismantle it because she will be like, she wants to be second in command.
After Korea.
Even when she doesn't do anything. I just want, after Cora, nobody else will gain more followers or more likes or more stars than me, or more relevance than me. That's exactly what I see Nancy does. She just looks for social and then dismantle it so that our attention will be on her.
Wait.
Is she not telling us that she believes that Justin poisoned Cora? These are allegations, so hope they can back it up. Hope they can back up these allegations. These are very strong allegations. So she not believe that Justin poisoned Cora when she's thousands of miles away from the location, from US. And then this is the allegation she's putting on. Corona wrote a book and said it's a truth, though it is a pamphlet. And she said it is a truth. Detailed what happened and how she went mentally deranged at a time, and then she has to start talking all the things she was talking, right? And then Nancy is coming back to do damage control. Now, my question is this. Corona loves money more than anything, and she's ready to make that money no matter who. She will push her aside and make money. She does not care, even her own children. She was almost grooming June, right? She was almost grooming June because she saw June and Athena as instruments of money making. Yes. No, it comes to put her family under the bus and make money. She said, at the time she did the interview in the UK, she said she made over $5,000 from the book, or she has made it, and it's still counting. So Econ has to do that, throw her family under the bus and publish the book and say it is approved. The way is not coming to do damage control. This family, they want to eat their cake and have it. The cake, you've eaten the cake, meaning that you've made the money. When if you want to have that cake that you eat in your hand, by this damage control, say it is not this, it is this, it is not this. I even, Nancy was her editor. Nancy saw all those things and allowed her to publish the book. And they made money. And it's nothing will say, oh, I can't buy the book, can't buy the book. Not that they have finished making money. Why are they not coming now to do damage control? So I see Nancy as a dismantling element. She comes, dismantle structure, because she wants to assert herself. She wants to position herself as 2IC, that's second in command. So that all relevance will go to her. That is why when Lolo he flocked to what's it called? To Cora. You notice what happens there? Initially they welcome you, they be hailing you, showing your video, saying that yes, this person said this against this person said this. The moment they see that you have a fan base, or that the fans have started sharing, maybe giving you what's it called? Audience. Giving you audience, giving you stars, giving you gifts, following you, liking, sharing. The moment they see that, they're very jealous and they withdraw. Unfortunately, self-love did not see this. She's not intelligent enough to kind of notice this. And that's why she's there crying. You can support Kara for all they care. So far, you can support Kara for all they care. Right? So far you're not gaining. Like, so far you become a beggar. Like, Esther Sugar. So far you're like an Esther Sugar. Right? That's just kind of support they want from you. So far you're not gaining prominence. You're not gaining attention, like everybody. I don't know whether you understand what I mean. They support Cora. But if you're supporting Cora, because if you're supporting Justin fans can just, they don't really care, they're not jealous, they want you to grow, they're not, but if you're supporting Cora, they just want you to maybe bash Justin, then they will now record that and keep it in their side. So they can always use it to blackmail you. In case if you want to leave and probably talk to and support another and support Justin. So that is exactly what I see what's it called, Nancy doing. Nancy will come and talk from her mouth. She will not come and want to do damage control on it. You've made money, you've made stars when you come out of life and was bashing your husband, causing your family. Right? This way you're listening, she made money. And then she wants to come back and backtrack. No, that's not how things are done. Things are not done that way. So that's what I want to check in. So Nancy's anger is that there is barricade of evidences. Just like that time Justin released the evidence that Cora was sleeping with the friend's fiancé at 5 months pregnant, when she was pregnant for Athena, right? Just like when that thing was released, what did they do? What did Cora do? Cora came back. Cora was angry. She was very angry that something happened 2 years ago. People are like, oh, your anger is not that it happened. Your anger is that he's coming to talk about it. But the truth is that it happened. So that's exactly what Nancy is doing now. So there is a barricade of evidence against your sister. All these atrocities she's committing on social media, all the businesses she's bringing down, all the courses, everything she's talking, even all the abuses on the children. Somebody collected all these things like a dictionary. right? Your anger is not that they exist. Your anger is, why did you collect it against my sister? You see how these people are mentally deranged. Yeah. So that's it.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good evening, okay? Okay. Yeah, Nancy's anger. Yeah. So truth of the matter is that Kura Obidi is an unfit mother. She's negligent. And evidence was collated to show truly that she is negligent. So that's what Nancy should be concerned about, actually, and on how her sister can become a better mother and how her nieces can be protected and well taken care of. But Nancy would prefer for nobody to talk about the negligence and the nature of her sister doing adult stuff around her children just because she wants to make money. Okay, let us and another thing is, if truly Justin poisoned his ex, how come the authorities were not brought in? Do you know what poisoning is? Like when you intentionally, because Nancy is sounding like he intentionally poisoned her. We're not talking about, okay, food poisoning, like, okay, maybe you just ate something that is expired. She said he spiked her drink. So that's like you want to buy somebody or you want to give bodily harm to somebody or injure somebody. The authorities were not, from the hospital, when they see a crime, for example, you see bullet wounds on someone at the hospital, I believe the police would be alerted. I don't know if you guys understand. So they just saw, oh, somebody tried to buy her, somebody poisoned her, and nobody said nothing about it. Like, really, Nancy? Like, oh, Lord Jesus.
My childhood, talk about whatever on my page. Okay? Why would a person who wants to...
Yeah, you talk about whatever on your page. That's why you will continue explaining and explaining and explaining. Oh, wait, I have something on Kim Eba. Okay, maybe that one I will do it in another video.
That doesn't mean that you have to you guys, please tell that witch. This my chicken bone is following me home. She doesn't even have up to 1K views. So why are people listening to her?
Oh,
so she doesn't have. So who is she talking to? The same people all over and over again. Eh? No, listen, this person was the orchestrator of everything. They told her, listen, this is our country girl. Let me tell you how to deal with her. First of all, you will tell the whole world that she's mad. And that's what she tried to do. To try to use my words, twist it. When I said there's a family history of anxiety disorder.
Let me listen to that part.
Let me tell you how to deal with her. No, listen, this person was the orchestrator of everything. They told her, listen, this is our country girl. Let me tell you how to deal with her. First of all, you will tell the whole world that she's mad. And that's what she tried to do. To try to use my words, twist it. When I said there's a family history of anxiety disorder, this woman twisted it and said, I said my sister has a bipolar disorder. You must be mad. You are mad. It's the obsession for me. You are not my family. Listen, you are not my family. You have no business whatsoever. You're not even like, are you a blogger? Even if you're a blogger, you don't have that much inside information. It's not about collating. You have no inside information to actually be this loudmouthed. She will have no source of income, and she will have to depend on anyone to fight legally, to do anything for herself. I was just like, you have no bank account. If you kill me, when I even went there, any small thing, cash, don't worry, let's just do cash. Let's just pay cash. Like, why are your patients paying cash? Because of the taxes, You carry my sister to be stealing taxes. You carry her there to be stealing taxes, telling her just put it in the joint account. Okay, you don't need a bank account. We don't need to have a double income household. Let's just, listen. Forget about what people will say about you. Speak up for your sibling. Because when your sibling is alive and well, you are better.
Okay. I'm back. Oh, sorry. I had to step out for a step. Okay. Now let us listen to Mariam's response. Can you guys still hear me? Let me check there because the phone went blank. Let's start from here.
Who was the first person to take a restraining order? Is it not KO? In 2022, when KO took a restraining order against her husband could not go back home. For 1 month, her husband couldn't have access to his own children because according to law, he's not supposed to go near KO. Okay? For 1 month. He didn't. That was the first restraining order KO took. That was the first time.
Vic Henry says KO also filed for VAWA. Do we have a screenshot of that? Do we have proof of that? I would really find it interesting to peruse.
KO approached the court for their matter. Okay? Now, when this went, didn't JD have to go to court in order to have access to his children? In order to be able to touch and live with his children. Didn't he win 40% custody of his children? So why are you lying? You and your family, you lied. In fact, with LMM, you intentionally lied to all those black women and Caribbean from across the world in order to gang them up against this one white person. You lied. You intentionally cooked that lie up that it was JD who wanted to take the children from Cora. You and your family, you make millions of dollars out of that lie. Till today, I challenge you, Nancy. I challenge you. Put the application in 2022. Just one application in 2022. Through destroying another human being. Through lying. Through destroying another human being. Then change for better. You still want to continue the lie and blaming people in 2024. What about all those bloggers you destroyed in 2022? The bloggers that helped your sister to go viral, all those African bloggers, you think we forget? Didn't you strike them? Didn't you strike them in 2023 after they worked so?
Nancy is evil. Her heart is dark. That child, that ugliness you see on her face, her heart is even uglier than what you see on the outside. I'm telling you. A lot of Koreans, bloggers, they were in support of Cora. They were supporting her, doing videos, bashing Justin Dean. Nancy gave them all a strike, copyright strike. They brought down pages. This Nancy, they lost their monetization. They begged Nancy, oh, Nancy, we played a portion of your video. Sorry, please, we will never do it again. Nancy paid them a deaf ear. She did not pardon them. They were Korean. Nancy is evil and wicked. She said, you're thieves. You cannot say, how can you claim you love us? You love my sister and you're stealing from us. You're using our content. You're just posting our content. And you say you love us. No, that's not love. You're a thief. They were begging her. We are sorry. We are sorry. Please, please forgive us. We will not post your video again. And they were doing it in support of her and her sister. My.
So hard in 2022 to make those lies go viral. Now, again, I challenge you, Nancy. I challenge you. Put one paperwork because it should be public. Business defense. I was writing a defense for him. KO2 have all his copies. Now, what I'm saying to you, Nancy, since you want to continue to lie to destroy your sister's business again in 2024 with your mouth, I am challenging you, Nancy, to post one, just this. that JD approached the court away from her in 2022 when you started this lie. Do you know how many millions you guys made because of this one lie? Custody, 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 custody. Yeah? When you start ganging up against JD and JD's family, calling them fanboy, disgracing America, insulting America. None of us know any blogger. When you start your drama, none of us know any. And Nancy, guess what you did again to your sister that messed up your sister? Do you remember you are the reason why JD have to go to court to get the ex parte order to remove the children from social media and to get order in order for JD and KO to exchange the children alone without anybody else. Go back and look at that minute order. When I get back home now, I'm going to publish that minute order so that you can see it again. It was because of your mouth, Nancy. When you were in the car and you threatened to slap JD, you went to visit KO in America. You and your husband, you were in the car with KO and the children. You want to go and exchange the children to JD. And what did you do in that car? Not only did you disrespect your own husband, not only did you threaten him, you threatened to slap JD. Even though it was verbal, it was enough for the judge to grant him that ex parte order. It was because of you that nobody else can exchange the children between two of them. It's only two of them that is allowed by law to exchange the children. It was because of you, Nancy. That video was shown to the judge, and the judge accepted that no, you are in America and you are threatening to slap an American. You are in the car. Are you going to blame people for that? But you know, the point of this video is about the lies. The lies on this same social media about custody in 2022. How many millions did you guys make out of that lie? Deceiving our fellow black women from across the world, putting Nigerian bloggers at disrepute, giving people stress, giving people worry. And now that you have the money, you can't still keep your mouth shut. Instead of you to go to church and be thanking God that you got away with terrible, terrible things. And can I even blame you, Nancy? It was just who refused to do anything about it. I can't blame you. No.
Wow.
Thanking God that you got away with terrible, terrible things. And can I even blame you, Nancy? It was just who refused to do anything about it. I can't blame you. No. And next time when you want to make things up, make sure you calm down. You do your breathing practice first. Is it not you? The same you, Nancy.
Moses, Justin is about to let go on their heads in court. He said today that it's about to get ugly and he's ready. But this must stop. Okay, I didn't watch it. Let me go. Let me check. I can't wait to see what is going to happen. These girls, they've overdone, especially that Nancy. Because of Nancy, I'm hoping for the worst for her. Because of that Nancy, so that her eyes can see when what that Nancy is looking for, her eyes will see it. The end result for her. I'm waiting for her to see where she will push her younger sister to. Then she will have nothing else to come on social media to talk about, only to cry and complain when he over you. Because now you are pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Rest nah, Mancy.
That sat your sister down in front of the whole world, say that you want to do interview for your own blood sister, and you make sure that girl admitted to the whole world that she cheated during her marriage. Oh, traditional marriage, is it no longer acceptable? Don't you know it's an abomination for a woman to do traditional marriage in Nigeria and then cheated? You know, Nancy, you are the one who forced that girl knowing that she was going through a lot then. You forced her to admit to the whole world, knowing that it's going to destroy her business, it's going to destroy her brand, but you did it anyway. You did it anyway. It's through you that so many people surrounded JD to support JD because of your bullying and harassment, because of your mouth. Now you want to destroy her business again, now that she's focused on content creating and she doesn't want to do drama anymore. Eh? You can't stop yourself, can you? Nancy, everybody was appealing to you. How did those bloggers you guys were using then, Ekpa and all of them, how did they get the court paper, the family court paper?
Ele Crayfish was sending. You see the message here on the screen. My sister, please pull down the court document. It doesn't look good on Cora. And oh gosh.
That involve your own sister's medical record. Is it not you and Elemo that shared it with them and they were reading it? You think people forget? And you don't want people like us to go and speak out the truth. Then why did you lie? Why did you deceive all those thousands and thousands of innocent women from across the world, knowing that Cora is struggling then? If you truly love your sister, there's no way you'll be lying to people that your sister, they want to take children away from your sister. Oh, that's why person want to take the children away from your sister, knowing that it is a lie. Even in 2023, till today that I'm talking now, there was never a hearing started by JD to remove children from your sister. You know it and I know it. There was never a hearing. But that word custody, oh, they want to remove the children. Oh, that princess want to remove the children from her sister. Oh, that woman is a witch. Oh, JD want to remove the children away from your sister. You know it is a lie. It is a scam. A big scam that gave millions of dollars to you and your family. So next time you want to open your mouth, hello, a lot of people, they. So how come anytime things are settling with your sister, that is when you will open your mouth again? You will open your mouth again and inflame all the situation again. Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired?
My God.
You are using your mouth to say somebody will soon kapai. Are you God? You see the way Nancy, please go and look at your first video when you arrive in America to visit your sister for the first time. Go and look at that video you did. Look at the way you look there, like Omodo, and compare it to now, so that at least you will, when you
Omodo means house girl, domestic stuff.
Odo, and compare it to now, so that at least you will, when you see those two, you compare it, then you will, maybe you will remember to praise God, to thank God that you got away with so much. Okay? You see, this is the problem with you people. When you make money through easy means, through destroying innocent people, it goes in your head and you forget about God.
Okay, and let me show this one. Or do I have it here? Wait, maybe I do have it here. No, I don't. Okay, let me just show it like this. Anolosho is Anolosho. That person with that phone in front of Horror, I would love. There's someone holding the phone right at that vintage point. It's the footage from that phone that I would love to have. But let's just manage this one. Olosho. It's not even about what she was wearing, but the whole it was just screaming, I'm here to sell nyash. Just look at that. So that person holding that phone right there. I heard Justin went live today. Let me go to his page and see. I didn't catch that. Okay, anyway, maybe I'll come back again. I will come back again another time to do another video on that one. Let's see some comments. Okay, what are people saying? Someone says, but KO has never ever pleaded poisoning in her failed claim of domestic violence. So is Nancy just fantasizing as she goes along? Hey, Nancy is restless. Nancy is looking for anything. Nancy, you failed. You have failed woefully. And now you're just trying and you are fooling yourself. I believe I'm going to get the book. I believe Korobidi said THC overdose in the book, but I just need to be 100% sure. I'm going to wait. Okay, it's here. I'm going to really go through to see exactly how she mentioned it. Let me see. Hello, Angels Empire. How are you? Let me see. That Crimea River this morning was to get back the money she spent to travel. She didn't braid her hair. It's a wig. Was she crying again this morning? Hey, God. That somebody's career will just be crying on social media. I thank God for my life. And Horians will say, oh, you people are just jealous of Cora. I thank God that I don't have to be jealous of somebody who cries for a living on social media. Jesus. I can't remember the last time I cried. I cannot remember the last time. Let me think. God, let me think the last time I cried and what made me cry. Imagine how many times Horror Obidi has cried online. If she cried today, then this girl, you're just crying for a living. Jesus. What kind of life is that? You're just crying for a living, begging for a living. May God not let me be jealous of somebody that begs for a living. I cannot be jealous of somebody who needs to beg strangers online to be able to pay her mortgage and feed. I thank God that I'm self-sufficient. I thank God that my husband and I, we can provide for our children. We can pay our mortgage. We go to work, we come back, we are satisfied. My God, I thank God that I don't have to come to social media and announce, oh, you guys, I'm going through a lot. I need help. Oh, it's so hard for me. I thank God that that is not my life. And I say, God forbid for me to be jealous of somebody who cannot provide. Well, who is too greedy to spend the money they scam people out of. God, that I would not have shame on my face. I will just come on social media and be begging. God forbid. May I not be jealous of a human being like that. Crying online. I reject it in Jesus' name. And your father is alive. And you have a sister, you have in-laws, you have a brother, and you're just coming online to beg. That's just an embarrassment to the people who know you, to the people who are close to you. I have a husband, I have siblings, I have in-laws. Then I'll be coming online to beg. Like, hey, hmm. Koreans, please continue to be jealous of Hora Obidio. If her life is great in your eyes, tell me what is so pleasant about pleading and crying on social media every other day. What is there about that life to be jealous of? What is there about the life of an Ashawo to be jealous of? A girl who is publicly asking for dick in a hotel. Explain to me what there is about that life to be jealous of. A public dog. What is there about a human being like that to be jealous of? Tell me. Oh, can you hear me now? Someone sent me a message that you can't hear me. Um, okay, I'm going to wrap up the video in a jiffy. I just wanted to go through a couple of comments. Let me see if I can find that Nancy's first video when she first came to the US. Poverty was written all over her body. Oh, Nancy Owu. Owu was written all over her, but you could just see that hunger don't beat this one life for Lagos. Nigerian son. My God, you could just see it. But I'll see if I can find it. You'll see what she looked like then. My goodness. Suffer head. Hmm. Someone says, has anyone thought about the possibility of the lawyer that Cora is looking for could be an immigration lawyer for Anthony Obidi? Hi, Ruth. Nice to see you. Hmm. Miranda, good to see you too. Hmm. There are so many twists to this plot. My God. Hmm. Hmm. Please, do they also have mosquitoes in California? Just type yes or no. I just want to know if Anthony Obidi needs to resume his mosquito killing job. I just need to know. As the great father that Nancy told us that he is, that if you don't kill mosquitoes as a father, you're not a good father. So I don't know. Do they have mosquitoes in California? Someone says it's sad for Justin Dean how he wanted her to pursue her singing career. Wow. Even Korobidi said it that when she got to China, she was just like, okay, let me just try and work and save money. She already gave up on her dreams, but he pushed her, he encouraged her to follow her dream. But now she went crazy with the nudity, selling sex, believing that it's being naked that will push her. My God. That's why God will punish them in a very special manner. Okay. I think I should just end it now. We will do another video. I will do another video. So whatever I forgot before, I will try to mention. But before I go again, I don't have the link here. But I believe I talked about a page before and I still want to remind us. I'm going to share it again. I haven't shared it since that day. I will share it. It's called Legal Aid for Bullied Individuals. Legal aid for bullied individuals. A lot has been happening online and a lot has been said. We've been talking. At a point in time, legal action needs to be taken. People are bullied. People are attacked online. Defamation of character is ongoing. So many accusations, so many attacks on people, their relatives, people's pictures being posted, people's children being dragged, so many atrocities. Just like Kim Eba said that, oh, I'm being taken to court. Stuff like that have to happen a lot for people to sit tight, to know they can't just come online and run their mouth and say and do things that are against the law. There are consequences. So that page, Legal Aid for Bullied Individuals, is there to support victims of online bullying. If people, for example, want to take legal action against anyone online, the page might not be able to fund the entire case, but at least to give a little push helps. One of the reasons why people just take all the abuse is, okay, they don't have the finances, they don't have the courage to even start anything legally because of the fear of the costs that would come along with it. That's why that page is there to support, partially financially, but also to give the resources that are needed to follow through with a legal case and to give guidelines on, okay, how you go about it, what you need to do, what you need to consider. So I want to ask again. I shared that page before. I want to ask you guys, go search for it on Facebook. I believe it's on Facebook alone. Bullied, no, Legal Aid for Bullied Individuals. Type that, type the name, what I just said, Legal Aid for Bullied Individuals, Legal Aid FBI. Type it in your search box and follow them. And they also have a link up. It's a GoFundMe link, and it's not a copy. No, that link has been there before Kura Obidi created her GoFundMe for her legal case. So it's not a copy of, oh, Kura did it and they, no. That link was actually created before Kura Obidi created her link. She possibly even copied. Honestly, maybe someone saw it and told her, oh, Cora, why not do this GoFundMe? Look at what these people are doing. Look at what this page is doing. Possibly. So, guys, you don't support and you're not happy that Cora Obidi, who doesn't deserve that, people are giving her. How do you show that people who really deserve that kind of support get it? By contributing. We can always just talk and complain. I mean, if you don't have it, if you cannot support, it's understandable. But a lot of us can support. We have the support, but we don't support. We only talk. And we talk, we cannot achieve much. We can achieve something, but we are just going to be, lukewarm. Sometimes hot action needs to follow suit. So I want to encourage us, go ahead and make your donations. The page is on Facebook, Legal Aid for Bullied Individuals, and you will find the link on their page, the GoFundMe link on their page. Just click the link, follow the instructions, and support. Once that money gets to a substantial amount, legal cases will be either funded or assisted, because I mean, I don't know how much the page will be able to raise, but when something comes out of it, I believe people that really need that legal aid will get it. People who deserve it, people who truly cannot afford it, not millionaires who are sitting on millions and still collecting €5, €10 from people who don't even make 30,000 a year. So that is what this is all about. That people who truly, honestly cannot afford it, they are supported. So for the good people out there, you want to see people get justice that they deserve, please let us not only talk, let us also act. I want to thank the people that have already donated. Um, After I posted it, I believe a couple of people, they supported, they donated. Thank you, and God bless your pocket. God bless you. God bless your relatives. As you continue to donate. So I hope that I do not forget once I end this video that I also still go back there and share the link. Thank you, thank you, thank you to everybody. I still want to ask that you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, because sometimes I'll be live here. Actually, I'm not happy that I didn't go live on my main channel, but I will try and see how I can transfer the video over there. All right, so I'm just going to leave it here. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. I am going to go to bed very soon, although I might try to watch Justin's video before I sleep. I don't know how long the video is, but I'll take a look. All right, thank you all so much. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for sharing the video. Thank you for your emojis, your loves, and thank you to all the members of my main channel. Thank you for my subscribers on Facebook. God bless all of you. I love you all so much. I will try to come live as soon as I can, as soon as I'm able to. It could be tomorrow, it could be next tomorrow, but I will try as soon as possible. I love you all so much. Thank you all for all the good work you do. Everything you do counts. It contributes. You're promoting the truth. You're letting the truth get loud, and you're letting it spread further into the world. You're not keeping quiet. You're not silent. That is good. Thank you all. God bless all of you. I remain Blessing Unja, the analyst, and I will catch you all on my next one. Bye.